Hello. It's been a while, hasn't it? So today I'm going to talk about you and that kind of bitchy voice that you've got in your head. And this isn't just you, this is all the humans. So how was your summer? I had the best summer. Um, Due to one thing or another, mostly holidays, actually, I didn't get to do one of the things that I really love, which was wild water swimming. I have a river close to me that I love to swim in. Depending on the time of year, it depends on how long I'm in it. So during the summer, you get to swim up the river because the water's warmer. But during the winter, it's fucking freezing. So you are not in for very long. You don't really swim during the winter. But I didn't get a chance to go. And this week was really the first week like that I had to go to get back into it. And part of me was really excited to go. Another part of me, the louder part of my brain, did not want to go. And this is your primitive brain. You will have a voice in your head, dialogue, a constant narrative. And most of the time, that voice that you hear is your primitive brain. And your primitive brain is old. It literally hasn't changed since our caveman days for thousands and thousands of years. And it's motivated by three things. It wants everything to be easy. Made sense when we lived in caves. We wanted to conserve our energy to hunt. It wanted to avoid any sort of discomfort. Again, makes perfect sense because we didn't want to be in pain. Like if we injured ourselves or suffered emotionally, we probably would have perished. And it always wanted to seek pleasure. And we got pleasure from eating, from drinking, from having sex, from the comfort of a cave. Again, perfect sense back in that day because it ensured our survival as a human race. It ensured we mated and evolved. It ensured that we were fed and strong and evolved. When we bring those motivations, though, into our current world, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. So if you're thinking, oh, I really want to exercise more, but that voice in your head is like, oh, just sit on the sofa and watch Netflix, you get to override that voice. If that voice is saying we need to sit, eat the whole bag of chocolate buttons, drink all the wine, you get to override that voice in your head. Because here's the thing. Most of the time, that voice isn't talking the truth. It doesn't have your best long-term interests at heart. It's a very short-term gratitude focus, like instant gratification focused brain. It wants the pleasure. It wants everything to be easy and it wants it now. So when I was walking to the river, that part of my brain was screaming at me. Like, Nikki, what the actual fuck are we doing? We are about to get really cold in a river. We're about to expel all this energy swimming up a river. Like, why? Why are we doing that? This is ridiculous. And because I've learned the tools of mind management, I am able to, first of all, acknowledge and listen to that voice in my head. Second point that I do is that I have compassion with it because it's trying to keep me safe. It is literally perceiving this to be a life or death situation. And listen, if you're in a life or death situation, please listen to what it's telling you to do, whether it's telling to run or fight. But day to day, having a conversation with someone, an email popping up, your phone pinging is not a life or death situation. So your brain's opinion is irrelevant. but you can hear it with compassion. So I listen to it first. I have compassion for it. And the third thing I do is I decide very deliberately, very consciously, how do I want to live my life? What do I actually want to do? And Nikki and my higher brain knows that when I get out the river, I feel amazing. I've moved my body. I've got a little bit out of breath. Adrenaline's pumping through me. The benefits of cold water. I feel incredible on the other side. My primitive brain doesn't associate any of that. It just sees danger, and that's okay. That's its job. I don't need to engage in the conversation with it. So I know you've got this voice in your head, and I know that quite often that voice is really bitchy and can be really mean and spiteful to you. Mine as well. I just don't engage with it anymore. I hear it, I have compassion for it, and I choose to believe something different or I choose to do something different. And this is what I'd like you to practice as well in any area of your life, whether it's a relationship with somebody, whether it's towards food and drink, whether it's towards exercise, whether it's towards how you work. You always get to decide. So that's my tip for you this week. Acknowledge and listen to the voice. Have compassion for it. Choose what you really want to do. It is that simple. It is that simple. And listen, if you need help with it, please get in touch with me because this is what I do. I work with working mums who love their job, fiercely loves her children, but isn't enjoying either because of that constant battle in her head of judgment and criticism and comparing herself to others. And the relentless hamster wheel of kids, cooking, cleaning clients, kids, cooking, cleaning clients. When she works with me one on one, I teach her practical time management skills so she breaks free from the chaos, but also, and I think so much more importantly, mind management skills that help her escape that bitchy in her head. She is so much calmer, so much more organized, which means she actually enjoys her job, her kids, and herself again without the mum guilt. So if I've just described you or someone you know, please get in touch with me because I can help them and I would love to help them. Have an amazing week. If you've liked what you've heard, please subscribe below so that you get notified when I upload more videos and workshops. Share it with somebody if you know someone else needs to hear this message today. With a lot of love, forward this link on to them so they get to learn those 3 steps as well. Have an amazing week. Bye.